Welcome back. We're now going to cross over to the Western Cape. Sylvia Walker is standing by to talk to us about her book called Smartwoman, which has just been launched this past Wednesday. We're going to ask her why she has written this book and why was it so important to launch it in Women's Month. Sylvia, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Morning, Judy.
Lovely to have you on the show, and congratulations on the launch of your book called Smartwoman. How did it go?
We're busy with the launch at the moment, so this is what's been fantastic. There's a few copycats, some big launches coming up. So it's been wonderful. It's one thing writing a book, but it's another thing meeting the people that are going to read it and benefit from it. So we've actually got to meet the people.
Now, obviously, I guess the title speaks for itself, but, and I also know that you've written a few other books. Can you tell us about those? And then we can come back to Smartwoman and start unpacking why it was so important to write and launch this book.
Because the other books I've written, they started with that. The first book I wrote was about some puppies who murdered their child, their convicted child, the West Cape. So that was a very interesting book about the sort of trick and addiction and how much of cope with that situation. So that was the first book. I then wrote a book that classic, Speech in Blood. Then I wrote another book called, and then I ended up with Smartwoman eventually. So it's turned to be here, but finally I got Smartwoman.
There seems to be lots more to Sylvia Walker than just writing books. I also know that you're a public speaker and, of course, that you come from a financial background. So where and how did the passion of writing come about, and which is the most or the key thing that features in your life? Would it be the financial planning? Would it be the writing? Would it be the public speaking?
I think, Judy, it's probably about communication. That's really what is at the end of the day. So for many years, in the corporate environment, I spent time doing workshops, presentations, roadshows, talking to women about issues around financial planning. And many people say, why don't you put this in the book? And I never actually got around to it. I was always busy with other things. So it was only once I'd left the corporate space and had a bit of distance, I could actually sit back and write this book. For women specifically, which is women are very close to my heart. So it's all about communication. I put all these together, writing, speaking. And the interesting thing is that I ask people is that I never studied languages. I actually studied business science. I studied marketing. And I've never thing from a literary point of view in terms of education. But somehow inside I had this interest and this passion for writing, and probably about 8 or 10 years ago, I've often written articles and shorter things, but just this desire to write and the love of the English language was came before. And I picture that passion, and that's how I started actually writing actually small books with it's quite daunting in the beginning, but it's amazing when you put to write something, if you read, once you get to it, nothing stands in the way.
What was the inspiration behind The Smartwoman, and what can I expect to find in the book? How is it going to empower me when I start reading this book?
The idea of being a smart woman is making smart choices in life. So as well as people in general, it just relate to women, it's relevant to men as well. But to make a lot of decisions that actually make us poor at the end of the day, decisions that shoot ourselves in the foot. So that's the idea behind Smartwoman, making smart decisions that will actually empower you financially and prepare you forward for building your wealth and great financial security in the future.
And men, how about them? If they read the book, what are they going to get out of it?
I would say, financial planning and managing your money is not unique to women. So it's just written from a woman's perspective, and particularly covering a lot of the issues that women deal with and relate to. And often as we go through life, the decisions being made at those critical points of life, changing decisions, and even when things happen in life, those decisions actually have a huge impact or can have a huge impact on us much later on. So it's not that it's relevant to women specifically. Men have the same issues and concerns. I've just written that looking at it from a point of view. And also, I think often women are quite sick about spiritual history. They're not as men, dominated. The language is very sort of harsh and it's very numerate and it's very factual. Whereas I think women often we like to speak to each other. We like to gather information. We perhaps like to take more time to get information before making decisions. So I think it's just a different approach when one speaks to women.
We're going to go out and buy the book and obviously wanting to understand how they can be smarter as far as money is concerned. What would you say to them? Which chapter or chapters should they be focusing on, and how should they actually apply to their own lives? Because obviously it's different from woman to woman.
It is different from women. The book is basically in two parts. The first part is about managing your money better, finding money that you can invest. And then the second part is actually how to invest that money, what options are available. So I think there are a number of people who have different needs, as you say, and then have different takeouts from the book. But finally, if you're unhappy or uncomfortable with your relationship with your money, or you feel you need to protect, or you need to improve, because we talk about the numbers are horrendous in Africa. There's so many people who are deep in debt. And that's an indication of not being in control of your money, not managing your money properly. So there's no specific chapter. I think it covers a broad spectrum of areas, from understanding yourself. What are your own drivers? What is your money personality? And who's competing for your profit output? And who's wanting your cash? And this is part of the problem why we don't have money. There's so many people competing for our money at the end of the month. But understanding of that, and then understanding and giving quite a number of tips and ideas as to how to make smart decisions using your money as opposed to blowing and hope and living off your back. And then, as I said, the second part of the book is all about investing. How much money must be invested? What is private? What is the profile? The stock market work? Because I think often people make poor decisions if they don't have knowledge things. So because they don't understand really how investors work, how the financial markets work, people become a lot of problems and then they end up losing a lot of money after the full use and something. So it really adds simple language to tell people how money is made, how investments work.
Well, I think onto our final question from one woman to another. What is your parting words of advice to all of the women watching us today, and very especially in this amazing month, the month of the woman?
You know, it's a message that's simple, and that is to create your own financial security. It doesn't matter what situation you're in, married, divorced, widowed, single parent, whatever you are. Create your own financial security. Have your own investments, have your own money set aside. That gives you security at the end of the day. It's simple as it is. It doesn't matter, as I say, what circumstances you have, but living your life.
Okay, then, from one smart woman to the rest of our smart women tuned in this morning, we do hope you're having a wonderful Women's Month, and that was Sylvia Walker talking about her book, The Smart Woman. I do hope that you're going to go out in your droves, buy the book and become financial savvy. Our final interview for this morning is with Yusuf Essa. He has written a book called The Choppy Journey, but he's not only about the book. He is much, much more than what you see in front of you, The Choppy Journey. We're going to have him in studio in a couple of minutes of time, and we're going to unpack his journey and all of his successes in life. So do stay with us.